so what we're gonna do is we're not gonna play volleyball, but we're gonna roll this ball back and forth.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
And what we're gonna do is I'm going to ask you a question and roll the ball to you.
Let's sit down.
And we'll sit down, yep.
Yes.
And then whoever has the ball answers the question, okay? And then gets to ask a question of the other person and rolls the ball back to them, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start out. And come forward just a little bit. There you go, perfect. Now, my first question for you is, what was your favorite part about the play that you saw last night with Mommy?
I liked that Alberta was doing her heart a lot, and then she was going crazy over French Dynamo.
So, really quick, I didn't understand. Keep the ball. I didn't understand what you said. Can you explain a little bit more?
No.
So you, Prince Brumble,
Prince Charmful.
Prince Charmful,
Yes.
and what about him?
He was holding Alberta's hand.
Oh, Prince Charmful was holding Alberta's hand.
Yes.
Okay, your turn to ask me a question.
Give me it. I was asleep. What was your favorite part of soccer meeting?
My favorite part about sacrament meeting was being able to share my testimony, my feelings about the Savior and the church.
Dad, I didn't hear you.
Why didn't you hear me?
I didn't hear you because I was in a quiet room.
Oh. Okay, let's think of your question and then roll the ball.
So if I couldn't hear you, what was the problem with me? My ears could. My mouth couldn't. Give me it.
Okay. Think of a question. Think of a question.
Okay. What was my favorite part about primary? I can't remember. I can't remember my favorite part about primary, Daddy. What was your favorite part about church?
My favorite part of church was actually not at church.
Oh my gosh. So if oh my god. I can't remember.
Sorry, I didn't ask you a question. So my favorite part about church actually wasn't at church.
Oh. It wasn't? No. What was it then?
I'm glad you asked. My favorite part about church was actually helping someone who I saw at church.
Who?
Her name is Sister Polly Hensley.
Polly Hensley, huh? Tell me about it. Can you tell me about her?
Yeah, she is a very sweet older lady, and she's very, very lonely.
Has she got blisters on her hands?
No. Her husband died.
Oh! How many years ago?
That's a good question. He died about 9 years ago.
So that must have been like...
But after he died, she got a dog named Lily. And Lily just passed away a month ago. So she is very sad and very lonely.
Why?
Because she's all alone. She doesn't have anybody to talk to. She lives all by herself.
Maybe she could get another husband and another dog.
Getting husbands is not that easy, but getting dogs, getting a dog is easier. And that's what I told her. I said, I think that you should get a new dog, a new puppy. And I think she's going to do that because she's very, very lonely. She talked to me. I didn't even have to say anything to her, and she would just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And I could have just said, you know what? I gave you your money. See you later. But I just sat down and listened to her for about an hour. Just talk about her husband and about how he died and about how he treated her.
Chatterboxes, chatterboxes. That's what I think of. There are those who are talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking.
Well, did you ever think about that they might be lonely and need someone to talk to?
Yes. And I do not know why that's happening.
Maybe they love being around people so much that they just want to do anything that they can to keep them around. Because when I finished talking to Polly, just as I finished and I was getting ready to leave, Brother Charlie Coleman came up to the window. And she was so happy to see him. So she got to have 2 people come to visit her in one day. And that made her so happy.
Did I tell you, Daddy, I'm going to get a poodle?
You're going to get a poodle?
Yes.
No, you didn't tell me that. That's news to me.
News to you, news to me. I've got everything. Roll the ball now.
Let's see. What question can I ask Clara here? What would you name your poodle?
Frappadoodle.
Floppy Doodle?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
What do you think we should name our new little baby boy?
Clay.
Clay?
Yes.
Trying to think of another question here.
Desk.
If you could have been any character in the play yesterday, which one would you have been and why?
Alberta, because she's real nice. To her parents, I mean.
Now you have to ask me a question.
What was your favorite thing in church today?
You already asked that question. Try again.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Think of something that you want to ask me.
What did you do in church?
Well, I got to give Brother Charlie Coleman a blessing.
What? Nuh-uh. Who's Charlie Coleman? Did you poop?
No.
Excuse me.
Okay, you owe 25 cents.
Sorry.
I'm sorry that you don't have, that's 25 cents that you're going to have to earn back now.
Gimme.
I have a question, I don't have a question for you yet. Okay, scoot back over there. Okay. Alright. Maybe it's not a good idea. Let's sit like this, crisscross applesauce.
Alright, because that's booty time.
Clara. Do I need to stop the video?
No.
Maybe we should take a break until we get it together.
No. No, stop it.